So you're working on the suspension on your classic truck project and need to take some rivets out. We've got a few options on how to do it. Hi, I'm Damien with QA1. Today I'm going to run through a few options on removing rivets from the frame on the C10 chassis, ranging from hammer and chisel along with a grinder. You can drill the rivets out. My personal favorite's an air chisel, or if you've got a torch or a plasma cutter, you can use that to take them out as well. First method that I'm going to show you is drilling the rivet head, and then we'll probably end up using a chisel to knock the rest of it off. The rivets are generally about a 7/16 diameter, so if you go just a hair smaller than that, you shouldn't have to worry about opening the hole up too large. Go ahead and center punch it, and then drill a pilot hole. I'm not trying to go all the way through, especially on this one where it's a little off-centered, so I just want to get through the head. For this method, I'm going to go ahead and use a grinder, and I'm going to cut a couple slots in the head. Now, in this particular rivet, I can't cut into it to do a nice X, so it'll be offset a little bit. And then I'm going to come back with a hammer and chisel and knock the head of the rivet off. And then we'd want to come back with a punch and finish punching it out. This method will also work well if you have a less powerful air chisel that you're using. Cutting the notches in the head are going to help get the head off easier. Sometimes when you're using a grinder with a hammer and chisel, and like in this case where I can't get in there to make a nice X in it, just cutting a number of slots in the head should make it come off easier. For the third method I'm going to show you, you probably want to wear earplugs. The air chisel does get kind of loud. This is by far the best way I've found to remove rivets from a frame. But one quick note, you do want to make sure you're using a good sharp air chisel. If you've got a chisel bit that looks like this, throw it away and get yourself a new one. This isn't going to do anything for you. So that one is loose and pushed out, but we've still got the other side attached. Another way to take rivets out would be use a torch or a plasma cutter. Basically, you just want to knock the head of the rivet off, and then you can pound the rest of it out. So I've showed you a few ways to get rivets out of a frame. My personal favorite is still using the air chisel. If you've got other options that work, go ahead and let us know. Make sure you subscribe and go drive it.